everyone. Welcome to the summer program. Thanks a lot to the Santa Fe Library who invited me to be a part of this summer program, which this year is a little bit unusual. Anyways, I guess that you're all reading a lot of books from the library and enjoying time with siblings and friends or family via Zoom. And now it's storytelling time. So because we're all staying home and safe, and that's the thing to do these days, mind you, I'm going to invite you to join me on a virtual outing, if we may say so. So we're going to go all the way up the mountain, down the mountain, to a little valley, all surrounded by beautiful green trees and vegetation, and the smell of these beautiful white flowers of all colors, like yellow, red, all the cactus blooming with also yellow, beautiful flowers. And then in that place, there was this little creek coming down the mountain, ending into a beautiful, beautiful lake. And it was just there, near that area, and very close to the small town where this family lived. Now, can you imagine? This family had everything they wanted to have around them, and they were very close to the town. However, they were not happy. They were not happy because people in town didn't want them. They were afraid of them. And the reason why they were afraid of them is because they were a family of ogres. And whoa, these ogres were so huge and tall, and they would be all wearing these long overcoats, and they had huge shoes, and they would carry these black bags on their back. So people believed that they would kidnap the kids and put them in their bags. That's why they were afraid of them. But let me tell you, this family were not this kind of ogres. They were nice people. So, one day, the kids decided that they wanted to go to school. So they got all ready to go to school. In their bags, they put everything you need to school. You know, a nice notebook, a pencil, color pencils, a pencil, everything. And they also took a sandwich for lunch. And off they went, all the way to school, very, very happy. And once they got to school, and the teacher saw them, she was horrified, and she said, "Ogres, don't attend school." And she slammed the door in their noses. Would you believe that? So these poor young little ogres went back home with their heads down, very, very, very sad. Now once they go home, the parents comforted them and said, "Well, nothing to worry. We will teach you at home. You will learn how to read and write. We'll be fine." But deep down, the parents were so devastated. Anyways, the following day, they needed food, so they decided to go on an excursion to the market of the town and buy, fresh vegetables and fruits and fish. Only that when they got to the market, all the vendors in the stands got together and said, "Ogres, don't come to the market. Off you go," and pushed them out of the market. That was really awful. So they went back home. Then they started thinking what to do. They needed to find a way to provide for themselves. So the land was very generous and fertile there, so they started planting vegetables, growing vegetables. They will grow these beautiful, yummy fruit trees, and then when they wanted to eat fish, they will go fishing. And that's how life went by these days. But again, they were not happy. They didn't have friends. They couldn't go to town. Now it was one weekend, close to the weekend, say Thursday, Friday, that they heard the loudspeaker, because the loudspeaker was, this man on the loudspeaker was the one that would give the news in town, mainly around the square of town. And they heard the voice saying, "This Sunday, we are running a big contest. We're choosing the most wonderful story of the world. Everyone is invited to participate, and the jury will be formed by the neighbors of the town. When Ramon heard that, she rushed to his desk and started writing and writing and writing. And he went on writing and writing. He was so inspired. Once he finished the story, he folded the paper, put it in an envelope, and mailed it. He didn't sign it, though, so that they didn't know it was him. So Sunday arrived, and everybody was there in town, sitting, great expectations to listen to those stories. And yeah, the family of Ogres also went to the town and went to the square. But they were hiding behind some bushes because they were afraid that if they saw them, they would send them away. So it was on a small stage that they had put up that the mayor read the stories. And he started reading the stories, and people were very enthusiastically applauding and celebrating the stories until the last one was read. And once the mayor finished reading the last story, wow, guess what? The audience broke into a huge applause. Bravo! Viva! That's the most wonderful story in the world! Everybody shouted. So the mayor said, he pronounced, then we have a winner. And when he looked again at the paper, he said, oh, it's not signed. So could the writer, please, the writer is here, could he come to the stage? And that was Ramon's moment. So he walked out from behind the bushes and headed towards the square with that long overcoat, the huge shoes, and the bag in his back. People were staring at him like they didn't know whether to run away or wait. And once he got on the stage and the mayor saw him, he told him, Ogres don't write stories. But this time, Ramon didn't stay silent. He looked at the mayor and said, you don't know anything about ogres. And to prove his point, he started telling a story, another story that he had written. He was very creative. So he told the story of a nice dragon that was afraid of fire. Fancy that. And after that story, people were like under a magic spell, listening and listening to Ramon all night. It went all night. So after that experience, every Sunday, Ramon would go to the square and people would sit and enjoy his stories. And short after that, he was appointed, Ramon, as the librarian of the library in town. Now, Ramon tells us that when we encounter somebody we don't know, be it a little mouse or an ogre, we should be nice to them, because you never know, they might be as nice as this family of ogres.